Good morning. It is 11:40 a.m. in Ireland on Thursday. What date is it today? The 17th of September. The first thing I will remind you is October the 1st is coming up soon, and if you aren't aware of this, I've done other videos on this before. Facebook are changing their terms of service, and yeah, their terms of service on October 1st, which basically entitles them to claim ownership over all of your data, which they do anyway. So you need to take measures to do things like that. And basically you need to figure out how you're going to protect your groups and your content. I have a solution for you. That's a call to action at the end, which I'll talk about. If you don't know already, it's an offer I have for you that can help you mitigate that. The other thing is just to be properly authentic and fully functional. My eye is still not 100% better. I'm going to have to go to the doctor again, but it is much better for anybody who's concerned. Anyway, main thing I want to do today, though, is to talk to you about the fact that I see that Facebook have this avatar thing added, and I've seen conversations. Brandon Duff had an interview with someone who talked about their customer avatar and who they literally were. And also, we all know about niche, and niche is common language in entrepreneurial terms. Well, I, for one, absolutely loathe and despise niche. I'll explain that why in a second, and I'm going to tell you why you should never use that term ever again. And if you use it in my presence, I'm going to rip you a new one, and I'll explain that in a second. I'm not threatening anybody here, but just in terms of argumentation. The other thing is avatars. I'm going to state my opinion on avatars right now. They're also bullshit. Absolute BS crap, useless. Okay, if you are thinking in terms of your business about niche and avatar, if they are in your vocabulary, if they're in your documentation, I'm telling you now, as a professional user research person, as a professional business person, I'm telling you, get that stuff out. Get it out. Here's why. First of all, let's look at the etymology or the origins of the word niche. It literally means hole, like a hole in the wall. Okay? Now, if you're thinking of your customers or your business is operating in some hole in the wall, unless you're a part of La Cosa Nostra or some organized crime syndicate, you don't want to be saying these things about your business. The other thing is avatars. Avatars come from constructions out of dreams and for gaming purposes. Avatars apply to games, and I'm not saying there's no value in them from the gaming perspective. Absolutely. And they do have representations, and we can see that this is happening in Facebook with this avatar that you can create. But it's essentially one of these. Now, this is Data Bear Sam, and don't get me wrong, Data Bear Sam and I are the best of friends. But when it comes down to it, can I go and conduct business with this in my hand? If I was to sit down with you at a business meeting, good morning, Valerie, with this, and you might consider it hilarious, maybe it's cute, but are you going to accept this as a business proposal or as part of your overall strategy? Now, if you're trying to sell these as a product, he is a product at the end of the day, sorry, Data Bear Sam, but you are, okay, you can't. And we all love teddy bears, but we don't. Can we trade with teddy bears? Can I go in and get a bank loan if I use this teddy bear? Can I go in and you know, bank loan, can I hire a car? Can I use this as a means of fitting something into the business as part of a identity chain or whatever? No. They're rubbish. And the main thing about avatars is that when the people constructing avatars and constructing in niches, they pour every bit of their own biases into it. This bear, whoever made it, it's basically written all over them of their biases. Now, this is probably a generic bear. Sorry, Teddy Bear Sam, you're an individual to me. Don't worry. But what I'm saying is that they are, and prick your ears up and listen, they are representing they're heavily biased. They're heavily biased. They're not representing a true representation of who the person you're referring to. Now, you can get bears that are caricatures and avatars that are linked to what they are. But if you look at the construction of your avatar on Facebook, you can't make that look like who you are. And even if it does have a great picture representation of who you are, it doesn't reflect on your opinions, your capabilities, any hierarchical structures that you fit in. And okay, this is probably big language, but there's not much that you can say other than that kind of looks like you. So using an avatar to plan your business on something that kind of looks like your audience is not sufficient. So what is sufficient? What is sufficient? It's boring. It's completely boring. This represents a persona. It's my driver's license. If I use my driver's license, I can go in and I can buy liquor, alcohol. I can use this to open a bank account. I can use this to hire a car. I can use this for all types of things, including identity. Okay, this is a persona. This is a persona. And that's why I talk about personas. And that's why I differentiate between this is cute, this is highly interesting and highly visually pleasing. What can you do with it? Can you go into a bank and open a bank account? Can I open a bank account with my bear? Can I go into a liquor store and say, hey, check out my bear? This is me. You can't do that, and you can't walk in. Hey, this is the niche here. This hole. You can't do that. That's why I talk about personas, and personas is essentially a driver's license. This has a representation of me. It has my date of birth, my address. There's all sorts of IDs on it. On the back are the rankings in terms of what I'm allowed to drive and what I'm licensed to drive, types of vehicles. That's a persona. That holds a whole heap of information. It's boring to look at, boring as hell, but this has a huge effect on the business that I conduct for myself. That's why I'm telling you, stop talking about niche, stop talking about avatars, and start talking about personas. And think of it as a driver's license. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Where do you think I'm falling down if I'm falling down wrong? I see this as a serious problem. I'm like the fact that you can spend so much time creating this stupid avatar on Facebook that's supposed to represent you. It's bullshit. And I'm sick to death of talking to other entrepreneurs and go, oh yeah, let's niche down. Let's hole down, shall we? Let's take holes and bring holes down. It means nothing. You're talking about people. This represents me. Now, this isn't me, but it represents me. It represents and enables me to move forward in a business sense. And that's what personas do. And that's why personas are superior. I've got a superiority complex about personas because personas are superior. You're talking about people. Now, God Almighty, they are boring to look at compared to bears. But this is what gets business done. This is what makes people feel nice. Okay? And feeling nice, I'll do another video another time about this, about good versus nice. Feeling nice is not going to help you get business done. So that's my rant of Thursday. I don't have my coffee, so I'm a bit ranty. I'm going to get that now in a minute. So Valerie, any questions or comments? Do you agree? Do you disagree? If you're watching here, by the way, put a hashtag replay and a comment. Let me know what you think. But any comments, Valerie, before I head off? And I hope this really gets it across to you. This is an avatar. This is a persona. This is a niche. You can't do business with that. You cannot do business with this. You can do business with this. Okay? And this is key, by the way, to improving your business. So you've seen me put posts around the cost of doing business and how we accept a lot of the costs of doing business. We accept those because we are thinking and talking in terms of whole, niche, and teddy bears, avatars. We need to stop talking about holes and teddy bears and talking about personas, driver's licenses. And once you have those central and you understand how they work, all of a sudden you will have greater improvements in your business, greater improvements in your engagement, greater improvements of your ROI in terms of the money that you get. Then you can buy as many teddy bears as you want because you're making proper money. But if you're going to talk about teddy bears and holes, you're not going to do much business at all. You'll probably get a lot of engagement because teddy bears are awesome, but that's it. Nobody's going to buy from you unless you're putting these personas in the center of your business. Now, if you would like help in figuring out personas, I have a lot of free content around that, and I'm also available for a consult. A lot of it I do for free because I'm trying to slap the head off a few entrepreneurs to get this concept down with them. So if you want to know more about this, reach out. I have a video on it. I also have a document. You can get that document from me. You just need to exchange your email with me because I won't post it on Facebook. I'm protective about my content. You can also, if you want to find out more about how you can build up the data you need to create these personas, you know what I was talking about there, these different categories, you can use My CRM, which is a whole lot more than a CRM, which is a customer relationship management database, which allows you to build up your leads and keep records of your leads and bulk message them on simplify your Facebook, unbelievably simplify your Facebook, which is what I've done, which has led to me being able to work far more on my business. And I'm going to have a few announcements around that coming to the end of this week, probably Monday. I'm going to be launching something new around design hacking and guilds. But My CRM, you can find out more about it. And if you actually go to my profile, there's a link to the funnel that will take you through how it's a lead generating CRM, but it also automates an awful lot of features on Facebook, including one of the things I've done today. You'll see my post earlier where you can schedule your posts. You can literally put your posts together for the week, set it and forget it. You can get on with your business and not be worrying about when you're posting to Facebook. You can also automate your engagement with Facebook. Simplifies a lot of things, as well as acts as a CRM where you can pull these data for these boring old personas that are going to actually make you far more money than having a teddy bear will. Okay. So that's it. And thank you for those compliments, Valerie. I really, really, really appreciate it. But please take away this key lesson. Stop talking about niche. Ban it from your documentation, ban it from your posts, ban it from your mouth. Stop it. I'm serious. I'm not really someone for censorship, but censor the word niche from your vocabulary. It means whole. And stop talking about avatars because you sound like you're talking about teddy bears. That's it. I'm done. I'm going to get coffee. And I salute you all. We're coming to the end of a week. It's been a tough week for me. Still struggling with my eye, struggling with a lot of other things with confidence, but I'm getting there. That's it, really. Mind yourselves. And Valerie, looking forward to your posts as well. You're inspiring me from the point of view of your consistency on what you're doing. And as I posted earlier in my story, I think consistency is equal to, consistent action, integrity, and an integrity and an honesty and an authenticity. And I think we have to be far more authentic and stop being caught up in the shiny objects and really focus on the business. That's it. Mind yourselves. Take care.